Hello there. Welcome to Computer Programming Laboratory 15 CPL 16. So today's task is task 3B, wherein we are going to design and develop a C program to read a year as input and find whether it is a leap year or not, and also consider the end of the centuries. So let us break this problem. Before writing an algorithm, then the program, let us do some bookkeeping as usual. So what is a leap year? A leap year is one which occurs every 4 years. Which has 366 days, unlike 365 days in normal year. It also has 29 days in February as the intercalary day. So the meaning of intercalary day intercalary day is inserted to harmonize the solar year. Harmonize is nothing but fitting together. So which occurs every 4 years, so we have some logic. For example, let me start with 0 from 0 AD. So if it occurs every 4 years, the next year will be 8 AD. The next would be 12 AD and so on. First observation. Suppose if I start with year 100, I'll start with next year will be 104, next will be 108 and so on. If I start with 1000, the next year will be 1004, 1008, etc. Maybe let us start with our century 2000, 2004 up to 2016 and so on. But we have issue here. If you look at, these are all separated by 4 years. So we have to note like this. So let us note that now there are 4 conditions. So one is year mod 400, 4 is equal to 0. If it is the end of the century, we will see what will happen. Year mod 400, if it is the end of the century, we will see what will happen. Year mod 4, if it is not the end of the century, we will see what will happen. And again, for not the end of the century, we will see what will happen. So first let us see, since one of the proofs that we have, the current proof that we have is, as we know, 2016 is a leap year because it has 29 days in February. Okay, let us see now. Now, if I now take 2000 mod 16, let me take 2000 mod 16. 2016 mod 4. If I take 2016 mod 4, 16 mod 4, this is equal to 504, which is exactly divisible. Now if I take, for example, 2016 and do the mod of 400, it says it is not a leap year. So either it should be divisible by 4 or 400, then it is a leap year. Okay, so we have to take the OR condition. Now, and it is, our condition is, in this case, it is not the end of the century. If you see here, it is not the end of the century. These two conditions. Let us take year 2000 for example. If I take year 2000 and then divided by 4, I get 500, exactly divisible. If I take year 2000, say let me use this mod operator, mod 400, then also it is equal to 0, which means 2000 is also a leap year, correct, which can be proven. Now let us see, is 1700 a leap year, for example. So what will I do? I will take 1700 mod 4 equals 0. Okay, 1700 mod 400 or divided by 400 is 4.25, which means 1700 is also, it is showing it as leap year. Let us see 1800, is it a leap year? So if I take 1800 mod 4, it shows 0, one of the condition is satisfied, so 1800 is a leap year. So we don't worry whether 400 is a leap year, 1800 mod 400 is 0 or not, because one of the condition is satisfied. In this case, if I take 1800 mod say 400, it is showing 200, so which is again, is it exactly divisible? Suppose if I take 1800 mod 400 means the remainder is 200, so it is not 400 is not showing a leap year, but 4 it is showing a leap year. Let us see whether our calendar is going to help and see whether it is a leap year. I don't know whether 1700 can be given. So let us see. So if I go back to, how far they have started with 1916. So we will go with 2100 for example. I don't know, 2100 calendar we have. So 2100, if you go to February, they are showing 28. Okay, so 2100 they are showing as 28 days. It is not a leap year, but with our logic it shows it is a leap year. So suppose if I take 2100 mod 4, which is definitely equal to 0, so it shows as a leap year. So if you look at my 2000 is a leap year, but 2100 is not a leap year. This is as per calendar. Let us see if it also is going to help us in 2200. I don't know how far this is. So do we have 2000? No, they have just given up to 2116. Okay, so maybe we are all mortals there. Okay, so what with respect to 2100, right? Can we do something like this? If year mod 4 is equal to 0, if it is the end of the century, we are saying it is a leap year, and it should not be divisible by, it should not be our year mod 100 if it is equal to 0, we have to take note of that. So means it should not be divisible by 100. Then maybe it is a leap year. Other way of saying it is, my year mod 400 equal to 0. If it is also divisible by 100, then it is a leap year. Otherwise it is not a leap year. Okay. So this is what is our condition. So what we will do is we will take the first condition. Let us write now the algorithm. So our step 1 is say start. Step 2, input y. step 3. So we have to just put a condition here. We will say first condition is what? If my year mod 4 is equal to 0, okay, and my year mod 100, if it is equal to 0, I will take not of that, or maybe we'll do a not of that. Okay, or we can say if my year mod 100 is not equal to 0 and year mod 100 is not equal to 0, or my year mod 400 is also equal to 0, then it is a leap year. Okay, then year is a leap year. Print is a leap year, else is not a leap year. Is not a leap year. Now let us trace this program. What do we do? Let us take, after in step 4 we have to stop. This is our step 4. Let us dry run the program. So for example, if my input is say 1800, my 1800 mod 4 is equal to 0, okay, and my if my year mod 1800 is not equal to 0, but in this case it is equal to 0, so this condition should be false. Is year mod 100 equal to 0? Yes. Okay, so this is what is the condition. Or year mod 400 is equal to 0. So in this case 1800 mod 400 is not equal to 0. So this become false. This entire thing becomes false. So 1800 is not a leap year. Let us take 2000. Is my 2000 year mod 4 is equal to 0? Yes. Is my year mod 100 is not equal to 0? No, it is equal to 0. So in this case, this will be true, this will be false. So this entire condition will be false. Or year mod 400 is equal to 0, 2000 mod 400 is equal to 5. So 2000 is a leap year. I think this should be our logic. Hope you understood this. So let us now develop the program. If you have not understood, please rewind the program. Alright, so let us start with our code. Okay, so what do we do with our code? We will say hash include stdio dot h. Our first variable is int year. Then we will write the code int main. Okay, we will say return 0. We will have a printf statement. Enter the value, enter year equal to scanf %d and of year. If So I have to put a condition now. If you go back to our logic, we will say if, what is the first one? If year mod 4 is equal to 0 and my year mod 100 is not equal to 0. Okay, this is one condition. Or my year mod 400 is equal to 0, then I'll simply printf the given year is a leap year. YER, else the given year is not a leap year. The program looks simple, but our discussion, the bookkeeping had to be done rigorously because it has to work for all the conditions. Alright, so is not a leap year. Okay, so let us save this code. Let us go back and compile this code. So our dir, this is our code, 15 CPL GCC minus O OP. Okay, so it is asking for a thing, so we will go back, and so this is one loop. Or okay, so what we will do is we will put this for the entire condition. Okay, so here let me save this code. Yeah, fine, looks fine. So now we will enter 2000. The given 2000 is a leap year. Okay, given year, we'll just change to make the output look better, the given year. Okay, so GCC OP. So 2000 is a leap year. Our own 2016 is a leap year. Our 2017 is not a leap year. Our 2020 is a leap year. Okay. Now end of the century, so we will try and give say 100. We don't know because we were not born then. So 1700 also I don't know. 1700 is not a leap year. Oh, interesting. 1800 is not a leap year. So we also checked at 2100, right? So we'll see 2100 is not a leap year. So perfect. So only 2000. If you see some, I don't know, well, let us try and see whether 1000 was also a leap year. It is not a leap year. 2000 interestingly was a leap year. What about 4000? Year 4000 is a leap year. What about year 8000 is a leap year? So let us start with 1000 is not a leap year. 2000 was a leap year. 3000 is not a leap year, isn't it? So now our program is now working perfectly. It has worked for all the conditions. One thing please you have to understand, I am explaining it slowly because it is for the first year students. So I would like all of you to bear with this slow explanation, because I believe that the intelligent ones will probably forward my video and look at the end result, but an average student like me would like the explanation to be what I have given, so that I am able to understand the logic. The idea here is not about just writing a C program. The idea here is about how do I do the bookkeeping, and background of the problem on hand, and how do I ensure that all the test conditions are test cases are satisfied. So that is extremely important. There may be some logical or factual errors. In case, please mail me at nitinpujari@gmail.com. I will reply to that. Hopefully that you like this video. The program is extremely small, but the explanation was almost more than 40 to 45 minutes. Okay, so hope you like this. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.